Hello lads and lasses, welcome to my top 5 favorite weapon in Warframe. I don't know what else to add here, so let's just get to the list. In number 5, I got the Braton incarnon. Braton itself is already a solid assault rifle. It serves as a starter weapon for when you first got the game, and then eventually you can upgrade it to Prime or the Vendor variant. And now that the Braton has access to the Incarnon Genesis, it's got even better. This Incarnon don't get a lot of picks for a couple of reasons. Number 1, due to it already being overshadowed by its cousin, the Burston Incarnon, and arguably it's a better selection. And number 2, its Incarnon form itself. It's a slow firing slug that also do AoE damage in a small radius. To compensate for slow fire rate, it's got a much higher stats and overall damage per shot. The slow fire rate may be unappealing for some people, and me personally, I don't mind it as it does its job well, and I just quite like the feel of the gun. In the number 4 spot is the mighty Pyrana Prime. Pyrana Prime was an absolute OG back in the day, and I used to use this all the time when it was initially available. The main quirk of this weapon is when you kill 3 successive targets, you will form an ethereal piranha on the other side of your hand, and this increased the weapon's fire rate and magazine capacity for a short period. This weapon was my go-to for every content. It's got a solid single target and some crowd clearing potential. And till this day, this weapon has been in my top usage on my profile for at least 6 to 7 years now. Man, I feel old. Also, don't use this against Acolyte. It sucks. In the number 3 spot, I've got the Boltor incarnon. Boltor incarnon is an amalgam of combining shotgun with an assault rifle. And honestly, I have not much to say. This is a solid incarnon overall, and my only gripe is that you run out of incarnon charge relatively quick if you have an increased fire rate on this thing, and that definitely contributes to the fun factor overall. Regardless, if you are looking for an AR that shoots like a shotgun pellet, this is the weapon for you. Next in the number 2, it's my all-purpose, all-reliable, the Strun incarnon. In almost every mission I go, 90% of the time I will have this equipped. It's easy to use considering this is a shotgun, plus it just does everything for its incarnon, with good damage, great AoE, and its AoE is relatively big, allows you to clear horde in just a second. This thing is absolutely incredible. It's solid, it's versatile. I could never go wrong with using the Strun incarnon, and objectively, this incarnon is very underrated. Now for the honorable mention, I would like to give this to the Praetos. Although I don't typically use melee weapon as it doesn't mesh with my playstyle, so the melee are just there sitting around in my inventory collecting dust. However, what makes this weapon so special is with its incarnate perk. It allows me to spec into passive buffs like sprint speed, sliding speed, and parkour velocity. The difference here is very noticeable, and once you get used to it, it's very difficult to go back to normal speed. Not to mention, it can still be used as a normal melee, and considering it being in a Tauntfist class, it's got one of the best melee stands in the game. So there's very little downside, and it's still a solid melee weapon if you want to use it as that. Do you like Torrid incarnon? Do you want to use something like Torrid for secondary? Well, fear not, the Ocucor is for you. The Ocucor, or what I like to call it, a baby Torrid. What makes this gun so special is with this augment alone. Getting kills will refill your ammo by a portion, and also gives you some additional crit chance and status chance for each tendrils active. While it does less damage than a turret, it makes up being in a secondary slot, and has access to one of the better arcanes. You can use Cascading Flare for increased damage when you proc heat, secondary Innervate if you like seeing orange and red crits, and for my go-to, this secondary Fortifier allows you to steal overguard from an enemy, and we all know how broken that is, as well as dealing more damage against overguarded enemy. All of the arcanes I listed here are valid to use it with the Ocucor. Just a disclaimer, Ocucor does need a lot of investment for it to be good, but with the right setup, this thing fucking kills shit. It might not be good against single target, but on a horde, it does absolutely wonders. I use this thing all the time and all of the contents I do. It's just that good. And so that's it for my list. Let me know what are you guys' favorite in the comments. If you like this slop Warframe content, do consider subscribing, or like the video to push my algorithm further. Anyway, thanks for watching and have yourself a great day.